Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuka ama reality shows ethu alla eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhuluma ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu alla eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you happen to like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi kanye ne notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. This past weekend, you guys, was so emotionally confusing for a lot of us, because for a lot of us, Christmas is that day that we get to spend time with our families. We get to see the family members that we haven't seen in a while. We are all home with our old age mothers or grandmothers. It's usually a happy time, you guys, and when death comes around that time, it gives you that emotional confusion, you guys. Even though we were with our families doing the normal stuff that we do for Christmas, of course, there were news in the media, you guys, that were very sad that were coming up this weekend. So it was such a confusing weekend emotionally, and it was very hard to actually have a great time being at home while this news, I mean, you were watching TV and all you were hearing it was about death and accidents and all of the stuff that was happening this past weekend. So it really was unfortunate, you guys. That's why I made a decision to just stay away for a while and just enjoy time with family, and then come back today to do these videos, you guys. Unfortunately, on the 24th of December, you guys, it came out that we had actually lost one of our iconic Kwaito star, Mandla Moses Maphumulo, guys, who is known as Mampintsha. He is a member of the group Nice, you guys, one of the Kwaito groups, originally from Durban, one of the most loved groups, the Kwaito in Durban, you guys. He is married to Dumo, who is known as, her real name actually is Bongekile Smelane, you guys. They recently got married. They recently had their child Usponji. They also are doing a reality show, but they just finished season 2 of Ntando, you guys. So on the 24th, it came out that he had passed away, you guys. May his soul rest in peace. He passed away after he had suffered what is said to be his second stroke, which I didn't know that it was actually the second one, you guys. So this is something that he had dealt with before. Obviously, there were some medical issues existing there, you guys. So after the second stroke, unfortunately, he did not survive. So it is unfortunate, you guys, that we have lost someone like him in the music industry and in the entertainment space, you guys. And this happens right after they had just released a song. They had come back together as the group Nice, even came back together with Utira to do the song that they just did, you guys, which we all thought was gonna be that song on the 31st. How exciting was that? Honestly, when I did the video where it was announced that he was in the hospital, nothing in my mind was telling me that this might actually be the end for Mampintsha. I thought he was gonna get better and he was gonna be able to make it for the gigs that were coming up this December, as the song is doing so well, you guys. I did not think that this was going to be the end for him, but unfortunately it was the end for him, guys. Death is not easy, you know, for families to deal with such, especially with the Tomo being so young, you guys. So I hope Guti, wherever she is, guys, she's got people that are supportive around her, you guys. But obviously, you know, when somebody passes away, somebody that is a celebrity like Mampintsha, there's always a lot of things that are coming up. A lot of stories that are coming up, and a lot of things that have come up have actually been shocking. And today I'm gonna talk about 5 things that have really shocked me when it comes to the things that have been talked about surrounding the passing of Mampintsha, you guys. Number one, the thing that shocked me the most, okay, before I did this one, Of course, the death itself, you guys, the passing itself was really shocking, because I don't think that any of us expected that when he was admitted in the hospital, this was going to be it. When I saw the rest in peace videos and messages and all of that, I actually thought it's one of those where people are making a mistake. Sometimes when a famous person is admitted in the hospital, people will start saying rest in peace, and I really was hoping that it was one of those. So his passing itself was very shocking. It took me some time to actually believe that it was actually true. But one of the things that really, like, I was like, I cannot believe that this happened, was the fact that it is said and reported that Ubebso Domo only found out from social media. The first time that she found out that her husband had passed was through social media. What they said happened was that the nurse that worked in the ward, or the section where Mampintsha was admitted, you guys, had shared that information when he passed. He shared the information with a few people, and as we all know, I mean, if it's someone that is very famous, people are going to share with other people. So by the time Ubebso Domo woke up in the morning, she actually found out from social media before she was actually told by anybody from the hospital or by any of the family members that Mampintsha had passed, you guys. I thought that was so unfortunate, and also it was shocking that a nurse would act so unprofessionally, because I think that they know that when somebody passes, you're supposed to actually inform the family first. I can't believe that they actually did that to her. It's unfortunate, you guys, but I do hope that nurse is actually held accountable for what she did, because I think what she did is really wrong. So if they know who she is, I hope that she is held accountable. It's wrong to actually find out that your loved one has passed from social media. Okay, so the second thing, you guys, this is shocking. Of course, a lot of the times, especially black families, when somebody passes and they are married, you guys, a lot of the times there is that conflict between families in terms of who is supposed to do what, and then this family would say they are not allowed to do this, and this family would say they are not allowed to do that. But I was so surprised that it quickly became that with this family. I felt like maybe when we move towards the funeral dates, maybe we will start hearing those stories. But it was like Mampintsha passed away that day, and then the following day, we started hearing stories of how there is some conflicts between families. We must remember that Ubebso Domo is married to Mampintsha, whose parents are not together. I am not clear if they were ever married, but my understanding is that they are not married right now. Mampintsha's dad, Mandla Maphumulo, is not married to Maga Mampintsha, okay? So there has been reports that Maga Mampintsha, who is Uzamanguni Gumede, has not been allowed or has been prevented from actually accessing Mampintsha's body or seeing Mampintsha's body. Her and Usiska Mampintsha, I think Upinki Ikamalake, have not been allowed to access the body of Mampintsha. I was shocked by that, you guys, but I also felt like, because these reports came out so early, it's either the same day or just early the following day, which was Christmas Day, I felt like have they had a chance to speak directly to Ubebso Domo, you know, and maybe those are the messages that they are getting from people that are in between. Because guys, when people know, we see in the family you have conflicts, there's just people that get in the middle, and sometimes they will pass on messages that are not 100% true or 100% accurate. Because with that, also there's something that is reported that they say the Simelane family, which is Ubebso Domo's family, has said that they will not include Mampintsha's mom and Mampintsha's sister in the funeral proceedings. I felt like it was too early for that information to be coming out. If Ubebso Domo has just found out that her husband has passed, will she immediately make a decision that she's not going to include her mom and his mom and his sister in the funeral? I did feel like, I hope that this is just people that are passing the wrong messages to the family, that when they get to directly speak to each other, they will actually resolve it, you guys. But one thing that I noticed was that in the media briefing, there was the Smelane family, which is Bebso Dumo's family. So her father was there, and Mampintshas' father, Maphumulo, was there. Maphumulo was there. And both of them seem to be coming together in deciding, in delivering the information to the public, and they agree that, you know, they are in support of Bebso Dumo and in moving forward with the funeral arrangements and all of that, and they are not aware of anything else that could cause conflicts between the two families. But I think that what they're forgetting is that there's actually 3 families here, because there is the Smelane family, there's a Maphumulo family, and there is a Gumede family, and the Gumede family is the family that is said to be claiming that they are excluded. Maybe they forgot to involve them. I don't know, you guys, but I do kind of feel like it might just be some miscommunication there, because it was so early when that information actually came out. Another shock, this was really a shock, you guys. I don't even know why we are still shocked, but it just shocks me every time. It shocks me every time that a celebrity, a male celebrity passes away and they are married. There's always a woman that disrespects herself so much that they are going to come out and say, I was a side chick, I am mourning too, look at me, my name is whoever, I am mourning too, I was a side chick. It just, that thing always shocks me. It happens all the time that we must not be shocked anymore, but it shocks me every time, because I never understand how a woman can disrespect herself that much that they would think anybody would care that you were somebody's side chick, somebody that has actually passed, because at that time everybody is worried about the wife, is worried about the family. Nobody cares about you. Not only has one side chick, I think her name is Ntando, that has come out and said that, listen, look at me too, I'm mourning, I'm a side chick, I was a Makwapeni, I was hidden, but now I'm not hidden anymore. I guess I was hidden until death do us apart or something like that, because now she's not hidden anymore, now that Mampintsha is no longer around. There's 4 other side chicks that are said to have come out and said that they were side chicks. Guys, even like, I don't know about other people, but I know as AmaZulu, when a man has passed, even if you, whether you're married or not married, but if you were a side chick, let's say you had a child with this man, nobody knew that you had a child with this man, what traditionally happens, or what would happen, is that you would wait, and then the person would get buried, and then maybe a day or 2 after the funeral, you go to their home privately to the family to report that I was a baby mama that nobody knew about, because that's what happened. So I don't know whether but that's what happens. It's something that is known. Actually, for like a few days, the family will be waiting to see if there's any girl that will come and say, listen, yes, I was his girlfriend, yes, I was the baby mama, or whatever. That's what they're supposed to do, honestly. If really they feel like their relationship was significant, is to privately go to the family and say, yes, I also had a child with him, or yes, I was his child side chick, so I need to, and then the family will do whatever. Privately, secretly do the cleansing, so that you don't carry amabadi, and there you go. Why are you coming on social media? That thing just shocks me. There are women who think that it's important for them to announce that they are side chicks. We don't care. We don't. just don't do it. It really, like, I cannot even believe it. Another thing that really shocked me, you guys, was that Musa Kawula, on one of his videos, actually insinuated that Mampintsha might have been HIV positive, and how much that has been made into such a big deal, you guys. I don't understand it. I feel like in South Africa, in this time and age, honestly, like, is it really a big deal for somebody to be HIV positive like that? I feel like I've had so many people that I've known that have I have so many people that I know that are HIV positive. I've had family members that are HIV positive. I could be HIV positive and you wouldn't even know it, because that is something that is so common nowadays. Why is it relevant that he was HIV positive? You know, he might have been, and he might have chosen not to disclose to everybody, because that is your right, whether you disclose or not. You know, even taking medication, whether you take it or not. I just don't understand why in this time and age we still feel like there is something that we need to be gossiping about in South Africa. He might have been HIV positive, he might have been taking the medication, he might have not been taking the medication. It shocked me that he actually was saying that right after Mampintsha had passed, and we accepted that is something to gossip about, that he might have been HIV positive. You might also be, you might also be HIV positive. So what? At the end of the day, he had a stroke and he passed. So it's just, I don't understand why it has to be discussed that Mampintsha might have been HIV positive. Yeah, so because hundreds of people might be HIV positive. So what? So if you die and you were HIV positive, then I feel like in this time and age, that is just not something that we should be gossiping about. He was HIV positive, and also disclosing other people's HIV status is not something that we should be doing. If they chose not to disclose, then we need to be leaving it alone. So I was shocked by that, you guys. So also another insinuation that has been online, especially on Facebook, and also I think a little bit on Twitter, was the fact that people are making the insinuation that the stroke might have been because of drugs, and also that has been related to the fact that also Elvovo, who is also a Kwaito star, has also had a minor stroke, was admitted in the hospital, and there was one report that mentioned that there were two other artists. I don't know how true that is. Two other artists that were not named that were also admitted in Durban. So people are feeling like, or insinuating, that there might have been a drug that these artists got hold of, might have used, and it had something that was not supposed to be on it, and that's why they are getting sick. We don't know, you guys. There's no evidence in anything. I feel like the speculations are just getting to be a lot at this point, and I guess really we can't really blame people for gossiping about things like that. If people have gossip channels, that's what we're supposed to do, but some of the things that are being said are nonetheless still shocking, you guys. Anyway, you guys, there has been an announcement that there will be a memorial service on the 29th of December for Mampintsha in ICC, but they have not announced where the funeral will be, but I believe that they have announced that the funeral will be on the 30th of December. You guys, we hope that everything goes well. I do hope that all of the families that are involved here do come together in support of Mampintsha's family, which is Ubebs and Usponge, and that we are able also to give the family a little bit of a private moment when they have to bury their loved one. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegio, and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.